Hello, hi, I'm back. Am I still audible? Am I still audible? I think so. Cool. So yeah, it turns out the computer was connected to my brother's hotspot. So the Wi-Fi is just very wonky and it disconnects whenever his phone turns off. So okay, yes, I think we're good
Traveler.
now.
I'm learning more about you all the time.
So strange to hear her in English. So where was the map again? Ah yes, the one at the very bottom. The one that looks like a map. You know, who would have thought that the one that looks like a map would be the map? Okay, off we go. Hello, birds. Goodbye, birds. Oh, we're gonna scare off Tim's pigeons. Timmy's not even here. Where's Timmy? Does Timmy ever leave? Ah, yeah, the new event.
What a disaster! I didn't even make it through the qualifiers. How'd you do?
His name is Eichendorf.
I didn't do any better. I was beaten by that little Timmy kid.
Oh wait, is that why Timmy's not here? Is Timmy in the quest, and is that why he's not standing on the bridge?
I've only ever seen him out there feeding pigeons. No clue how he got to be such a good card player.
The next round's starting soon, right? Let's head over and watch the matches. I'm curious to see who'll win the grand prize.
We're just eavesdropping as per usual. I know, right?
Did you hear that? A grand prize!
Why are characters speaking in English?
Sounds like you were talking about a card competition. They must be talking about Genius Invocation TCG.
A Genius Invocation Tournament, huh?
Should be, but let's go ask Diona for details.
Suspect. Interesting. Oh, does he go home at night?
Wait, what?
Hi, welcome back.
Am I seeing double? Do you have two tails?
Oh, Kirara!
Your eyes are working just fine. Yes, I have two tails. You want to pet them?
Wow, does it hurt when your tail splits into two? Which one did you grow first? Oh, and what do you do when they start moving around while you're asleep?
Diona's like, finally, I have someone to talk about these important things with. Genius Invocation has its own Wikipedia article? Dang!
Well,
Sorry if those were tricky questions. I've just never seen anyone with two tails before. Who's Diona chatting with? From her outfit, Paimon would guess she's probably from Inazuma.
She's not very Inazuman patterns, that's definitely true. Also, Kirara cosplayers are so fast. Like, those are questions I've wanted to know my whole life. Yes. No, but seriously, Kirara cosplayers are so incredibly. Kirara has human ears. She has human ears. thinking that those two things at the top of her head don't quite look like actual ears. I guess they're not, because she has human ears. Huh. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Kirara cosplayers. I'm just here like, Kirara hasn't been out yet. She's been announced for about like 2 to 3 weeks, and I'm already seeing Kirara cosplayers out there. Like the last convention I went to, I saw one physically with my own 2 eyes. And I was like, holy cow.
Oh, don't worry, kid. I'm sure you'll be growing a couple of tails of your own in no time.
In a couple 100 years. That's how it usually works, right? Or am I thinking kitsune? I know kitsunes grow more tails like the older they get. Aw, I hear cats. Oh my god, their interaction is making me so happy though, because I did a little animation of the 2 of them.
Huh? You think I could grow 2 tails as well?
Yeah, I did a little animation of the 2 of them. You know that meme with the like... Do it with me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, la, la, da, da. Yeah, that one. I made one for that. And I posted it on Instagram. And then I got a lot of messages. I just kept getting notifications and was like, oh god, people have seen me.
Sure, you're a yokai too, right? Your yokai power must be really strong if you can already take on human form.
I don't think she's a yokai. She's just half cat.
I was just climbing a tree one day when another tail popped out, just like that. People started calling me, Nekomata, I think?
She's just actually half a cat.
Yokai? Nekomata? No,
Yeah,
no.
cat's line bloodline.
You got it all wrong. My ears and tail are part of my cat's line bloodline.
Yeah, y'all are just 2 different species completely.
Oh, so you're not a Mondstadt yokai?
Pretty sure yokai don't exist outside of Inazuma.
Mondstadt doesn't have anything like yokai. Is this your first time here?
I love the way she just said yokai.
Yep. Fortunately for me, the company I work for has been expanding, so I'm now getting the opportunity to travel to cities all over Teyvat. Oh, it's been such a pleasure chatting with you that I almost lost track of time. I'd better get going, or I'll be late for my next
They're
customer.
very cute.
Diona of the Quetzline clan, your pickup is complete. Thank you for choosing Komania Express.
Great. Feel free to come hang out anytime. Do only yokai have tails in Inazuma? Hey, Diona!
Inazuma Zoo, cat, fox, dog. Oh wait, doesn't Mondstadt also have a dog? Isn't Sucrose a dog? Is Sucrose a dog? What is Sucrose?
Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Hey, what brings you back to Mondstadt? Well, we figured it's been a while since we visited the Cat's Tail, so we thought we'd come and say hi. Oh, and by the way, who was that just now? Oh, she's a courier from Komania Express. They're an international delivery service operating out of Inazuma. Huh? Is the Cat's Tail doing international business now? No. A customer left some goods with us and arranged for Komania Express to pick them up. That's all. I didn't mind. You've been to Inazuma, right? Did you, see lots of yokai like her there?
We saw some with wings on their back, aka Kujosara, and others with fox ears, aka Yaemiko.
Right! But this is actually the first time we've ever seen one with 2 tails.
Glucose.
Whoa! I'd love to go see for myself one day. Huh. Anyway, what were you 2 here for again? Did you need me for something?
Wait a second. Is Diona wearing gloves, or is that just how her hands look?
Oh, yeah! Paimon almost forgot. Do you know anything about a Genius Invocation TCG tournament? Apparently there's prizes and stuff. A tournament? Oh, you must mean the one being organized by the Adventurers Guild. It's a pretty big event. They even had posters imported from Inazuma. But I'm busy with things here, so I didn't sign up. I don't know all the details. Maybe try asking my boss. Got it. Well, with any luck, we'll win some more, and then we'll treat you to some yummy food. Huh. What do you mean, luck? I'm the one who taught you how to play, after all.
Make you
That's
proud.
now like it. Okay, you two should probably get going now.
That's
Head to the
meow
Fountain
like
Plaza.
it.
My boss usually takes a
Should
walk
get along
around there
with,
at this time of day.
Sino.
Alright, we'll go there right away.
Our boss really does take a walk around the fountain. Oh, the time of day has changed. It has, in fact, changed to the time of day when Margaret walks around.
Hey, Margaret. We thought we might find you here.
Yeah, I thought tales were like every 100 years. But again, that may just be Kitsune. Same. Paimon's English voice has... I mean, I haven't heard Karina voice Paimon in ages. Because I've always played the Japanese one.
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while, hasn't it? Let me guess. Back to play some cards?
It's not like we only ever come back to Mondstadt to play cards.
No, she's right. We only ever come back to Mondstadt to play cards.
Oh, really? I just assumed you were here to take part in the King of Invocations Grand Prix.
King of Invocations Grand Prix? Oh, that must be the Adventurers Guild one that Diana mentioned.
Oh, is my voice coming out low compared to like the NPC voice I do? Yeah.
That's the one. Genius Invocation TCG has been attracting more and more players lately.
I guess you could say, I usually speak with a lower voice.
The Adventurers Guild arranged for venues in every city to
Then
hold
again, I
a
think
regional
that's also just
tournament
me
for
in
the King
English.
of Invocations Grand Prix.
If I speak
The
a different
rewards are
language,
quite
sometimes my
substantial.
voice is different.
Mondstadt is already at the final stage, so I'm afraid you might be a little too late to get that prize.
Really? Oh, darn! We already promised Diana we'd treat her to some food with the Moro we won.
It's all right. There's bound to be a next time. This card game came out of nowhere and has already taken the
Send helium
world by
my way,
storm. Who knows where it'll go next? The game's creators must be ecstatic with all this success, don't you think? It's unbelievably popular.
Whoever did create this game,
Yeah, and it only gets more fun the more people there are to play it with.
oh, Paimon and NPC's voice is coming out higher compared to mine. Yeah. I want to win that tournament.
Well,
Wanna be
you
the
may
very
have missed the
best.
boat on the official event, but there's also an unofficial tourney organized by some players. Would that interest you at all?
Unofficial tourney?
That's right. With all the excitement surrounding the main tournament, players can hardly contain their enthusiasm, so they've set up an unofficial tourney aimed at a larger player base. You can sign up at any time and play however many matches you want. They even have pre-built decks for players to use. Oh, and the rewards are pretty generous too.
Ooh, Paimon likes the sound of this. Thanks for the info, Margaret. We'll go check it out.
You're welcome. There are plenty of booths at the venue offering food and other fun activities, so it's definitely worth a visit. Who knows? You might even bump into some old friends there.
Did I pull Kirara? I have not
Right.
pulled.
If there's
for
nothing
this,
else you needed, I'll be continuing my walk
I
now.
haven't pulled for this banner yet. We can probably try to. We gotta do.
Paimon still thinks that with your abilities, winning the Grand the official tournament would have been as easy as pie.
Oh, I see Charlotte. I see Charlotte in the back.
Just imagine it.
That is Charlotte, right? Yeah, it's
Defeats
Charlotte. It's
foes and
Charlotte.
emerges as tournament champion. The headline practically writes itself.
Do my ears deceive me? Or do you two have some breaking news to share with me?
Still waiting for Venti. I am waiting for, whenever Eula decides to return. Some people are saying she might return in 3.8, which I'm hoping for, because, yeah, I don't have her.
Whoa, who are you? And why the heck are you eavesdropping on us?
Paimon, I don't think you have any grounds to question people about eavesdropping, considering that's like half of what we do.
Oh, sorry. Force of habit. I tend to keep my ears peeled at all times. Didn't even realize I was listening in.
Oh, the little camera looks like a little person. With a little, like, bowler hat, eyes, and like a little bow tie.
Let me
That's so
introduce
cute.
myself. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird from Fontaine. I've been posted here to cover the King of Invocations Grand Prix.
The Steambird?
The Steambird is a major news outlet headquartered in Fontaine and widely acclaimed all over Teyvat.
So I'm
We even have
hoping
regular
she
columnists
actually
based
does
right
appear
here in
there.
Mondstadt.
Ooh, okay. Paimon's name is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. What was that you were saying about some breaking news?
Oh, looks like I've managed to pique your interest. Well, the truth is that my keen reporting senses are telling me that this competition will be chock full of huge news stories.
Huge news stories? You sure your senses are reliable?
Absolutely. After all, I've seen it with my own eyes. There's a criminal who's been slinking around the competition venue, and his name is the Card Snatcher.
What kind of criminal is slinking around a card game tournament stealing cards? He is stealing cards, right? According to the name, he's stealing cards.
Card Snatcher?
That makes sense. Venti probably will come out to get north side of Mondstadt.
Mm-hmm. He stole his opponent's cards when they weren't looking. I was about to try and chase him down, but the next moment, he disappeared into thin air.
But why would someone want to steal other people's cards?
Perhaps he just wants to throw off the other competitor?
Whatever the
Why did
truth
I
of
say
the matter,
competitors
it's
the
my
third
job
way?
as a journalist to dig up all the gory details and turn them into my very own exclusive news piece.
I do love her, like, little neck piece thing. That is very pretty. It's like a camera lens.
So, what do you think? Want to join me in my quest to uncover the sensational story that's hiding behind the scenes?
That does sound interesting, but why us? Any reason you singled us out in particular?
Are you kidding me? It's a no-brainer, considering you're the honorary knight who saved Mondstadt, the hero of Liyue who fought alongside the Adepti, a key player in the repealing of Inazuma's Sakoku decree, and the redeemer of the Sumeru Academia.
Oh, shoot, she knew who we were.
Okay, point taken. Yeah, it seems like we've ended up making quite a big name for ourselves, huh?
We can either go, let's hear more. Yes, we want to hear more praise. But yeah, she really did her homework.
Kinda scary. Does she research all her new friends before meeting them for the first time?
I promise you, teaming up with me will be a great move for you. For starters, when my exclusive news article is published, you'll be credited as contributors. Not to mention that being in a news agency makes me pretty well connected. That'll come in real handy if you're ever traveling in Fontaine. And if you ever wanted to run an ad in the paper one day, no problem. I could make that happen.
Is it gonna be another one of those missing posters? Wait, did we ever ask for a missing poster in Sumeru or Inazuma? That I just have absolutely no memory of whether or not we did that in Inazuma. While I feel like we didn't in Sumeru. Or maybe I haven't gotten to the point yet. Considering my Scar is still in a coma.
That actually sounds genuinely useful. What do you think, Traveler?
Why not? We've got some time on our hands.
Great! Then welcome to the news crew. I've heard that the Traveler always lends a helping hand, so it's nice to know that you live up to your reputation. But even nicer to experience it for myself.
Honestly, yeah, I think we're at the point where we're like, honestly, these missing posters aren't helping. And, we're just having a good time.
Now then, before we start investigating our card snatcher, I have one other small task to take care of first. That Mondstadt columnist who I mentioned earlier is a longtime favorite of the Steambird's readership. Management thought that a cash bonus was in order, so I brought it along with me.
Oh, so we're gonna go meet them now?
Yep, I have the address right here. We just need to make a slight detour to drop off the Mora, then we'll be on our way.
Wonder who it is.
I thought you would have figured out who it is I'm talking about by now. From what I've heard, you're quite well acquainted.
Who would work on a column?
Oh, it's someone we know? That doesn't narrow it down much. We know lots of people in Mondstadt.
We really do.
Never mind. Just lead the way, Charlotte.
I doubt it's any of the younger characters.
Who could it be?
One of your rich friends, I'd assume. After all, you gotta be pretty well off to live in the city, right?
Now that you say this makes me wonder if it's gonna just be Mona.
We know lots of people with lots of Mora.
Wow,
If she
I guess
specifically
being a national
said,
hero earns you friends in high places.
we are running towards Mona's house. It is also one of the only houses we know the location.
Here we are. Wait here a moment. I'll go hand over the cash.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Mona now. As soon as she said that this person must be rich, I'm like, they definitely aren't. And if they definitely aren't, there's like two options. But yeah, if they definitely aren't, there's like two options, and one of them is Mona. And I feel like it's gonna be Mona, because she seems like the one who might write like a column. Yep, that's Mona's place, alright.
Oh, so it's...
Who is it? Can I help you? Oh, Traveler and Paimon, what brings you here? And I'm sorry, I don't believe we've...
I like how Mona's like, who are you? Why are you here? I'm not looking to buy anything. Oh, it's my friends. Never mind.
You must be Mona Magistus, the astrologist. It's an honor to finally meet you.
She's like, who?
I'm Charlotte, a reporter from the Steambird. Your columns have been so well received by our readers lately that our management asked me to present you with this cash bonus.
Oh, Mona's must be happy. Oh, have you ever wondered what the GDP of each nation is? Oh, yeah! Liu is definitely the highest. It's Liu. What is GDP? Gross domestic product. So, essentially, it's like how much money in general they kind of make. So, obviously, Liu is gonna be the highest. I hear cats.
She got Mona's full name and title right on her first try. She really does do her homework.
Okay, that makes it sound like everyone messes up Mona's name. They go like, ah yes, hello, Mona Magician.
Ah, you must be Charlotte. Welcome, welcome. Please, just call me Mona. Gosh, this is a long way to come from Fontaine. I hope it wasn't too much
Liu
trouble.
also exports the most ores. Like Mondstadt's doing decently because of their wine exports, right? Like, Mondstadt's not doing great, but they're like decent. Sumeru is a university, essentially. And universities make bank. Universities are so expensive. But then again, I think most of their students aren't international. So maybe they're just making money off of their own people. No fountain with most wishing pools and so many fish to sell.
No trouble at all. It was on the way.
I think maybe Inazuma's the one that does the worst. It's been sealed off for, like, how many years?
Wow, sounds like your articles are a real hit with readers all over Tibet,
Yes,
Mona.
many years. Thank you, that was definitely helpful.
Have I never told you? Well, I've been writing my column All Things Astrological for the Steambird for a long time now.
By the way, isn't Mona from Fontaine?
The chief editor wrote to me a while ago about the bonus. Thank goodness it's finally here. I was
That's what she
wondering
writes.
when it would arrive. Thank you, Charlotte.
Huh. You make it sound like you really needed this. Are you pressed for money, Mona?
Yes.
What? No, of course not. It's just that once I knew the bonus was coming, I reallocated some funds that I'd previously set aside for daily necessities and purchased some expensive equipment. That's all.
Ah, Mona. Mona doesn't know how to manage her money.
Classic Mona.
Aha! Perfect! Renowned astrologist broken starving. Do the stars really have all the answers? The article practically writes itself.
The zoom in, the filter, the article. Actually, that does sound like an interesting read.
Oh, I beg your pardon?
Mona's actually super rich. It's just that astrology research is really expensive.
Genshin is a reflection of real life. Inazuma represents Japan. Japan's isolation is for a period of time. Dropped out of history, so you don't know. I like how you added, like, the footnote specifically.
Super
I guess
rich is a
maybe.
bit of a stretch. Anyway, enough about that.
Don't you do
What brings
American
you back to
history?
Mondstadt this time, Traveler in Paimon?
Oh. Well then, smart kid, do you know the answer for this? Whether or not Inazuma represents, like, Japan historically, because Japan was isolationist for a while. He just shook his head like, no, I don't.
Originally, we just came to catch up with a friend of ours. But some things have come up, and now we're helping Charlotte investigate the case of the Card Snatcher.
Speaking of which, will you be competing in the King of Invocations Grand Prix? Where it is that the prizes are pretty stellar.
I'm much too busy with
She's
my
making
research
puns.
these days to dedicate
She's
time to a
making puns.
competition.
We're going to,
Besides,
Merit,
even if
right?
I did
think
enter,
you're
there's no
going for
guarantee
all
I'd
four
actually win a
nations.
prize, is there?
And in the trailer, we did see her interact with Sino, so I don't know. I think they'd get along swimmingly.
Isn't there? I'd have thought you'd be certain to win with astrology on your side. You'd know all of your opponent's cards ahead of time.
Mona has standards.
What do you take me for? No self-respecting astrologist would dream of abusing their beloved art for such crude purposes. Besides, it wouldn't be fair to the other contestants.
Well said. Spoken like an accomplished academic and a conscientious citizen.
Well, yes, obviously. Anyway, if past precedent is anything to go by, you're the ones who ought to be wary of what's around the corner. Especially if you're chasing after this card snatcher, was it? Sounds like bad news. Shall I answer what you're up against?
Maybe, but aren't we blurry for you anyways?
Thanks for the offer, but there's no need. Relying on your astrological skills for all the juicy details would make this story a Mona exclusive. but that's not quite the kind of exclusive report I'm going for here. But don't you worry, they call it investigative journalism for a reason. We journos have our ways.
Journos. Is that a way? Is that how people actually refer to themselves as journos?
All right, well, best of luck with your investigation then. Thanks again for bringing the bonus, Charlotte. Do give my regards to the chief editor. I will, and yes, we should. I'll hold you to that. I think it's about time we started heading to the competition venue. The Mondstadt Regional Final should be starting shortly.
All right! Paimon can't wait to find out who the finalists are!
Competition venue. Where is it? I want to look at the map, but it seems really complicated to go look at the map. Is it complicated looking at the map? I'm gonna immerse it. Okay, we got it.
Wow! So this is the venue,
Pretty!
huh? Seems pretty lively here.
Eyeing people. Hiya! And a man with a weird mustache.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon, what a rare surprise.